Hey fellas, how you doing? I wanted to give you an update about the NoFap. I was going to say the NoFap diet, I don't know if that makes sense. I wanted to tell you guys what I'm getting out of what I call spiritual alignment. Spiritual alignment is what I learned from my mentor. He taught me a lot about it. Before I'd heard bits and pieces about it, I heard the name floating around. I never actually understood what alignment was, it just sounded like a fancy name. So I'm going to tell you what I've done to align over the past 2.5 years. And I'm going to tell you what it's done for me and what it's helped me to achieve. So hopefully this will inspire you to go out and try this for yourself. So let me just start off with social anxiety, because that's important. That's what most of the channel is about. People have got social anxiety. They're frightened of people, nervous to come out of the house, not comfortable in social interactions, not having the right relationships, self-sabotaging, depression, addictions. So for a start, spiritual alignment in regards to completely eradicating social anxiety, reframing from your addictions gets rid of social anxiety. Because when you watch pornography, it makes you feel good, then it makes you feel ashamed after. Shame is fear, and shame is anxiety. So if you've already got social anxiety and you watch pornography to escape your social anxiety and your pain, you create more pain, more shame. So when you go into social interactions, you've got double amount of the anxiety you would have had if you didn't watch porn. So I stopped pornography. Now bearing in mind, for years I've been practicing overcoming this social anxiety. I got rid of it and then it came back in different areas in subtle ways. So I really completely cleaned it out by stopping pornography. This is in no chronological order. The next thing I did was something that I wanted to do for a long time, and I always had doubts because I thought, what are my family going to say? What would my friends say? Lots of people are going to disagree. I gave up alcohol. Never look back. Never miss it. Just don't miss it at all. What did I get out of giving up alcohol? Just feeling so much more better in myself, honestly. Feeling so much more confident, so much happier, waking up smiling, so much more energy, even better communication skills. So just two things there: giving up alcohol, giving up porn. Both that are aligned to an addictive personality. Lots of people rationalize alcohol. They say that a few drinks is okay. Well, that's fine, I'm not judging anyone. If a few drinks is okay for you, but it's not okay for me. Especially as I had a background of social phobia, multiple personality, I had lots of problems, man. So I had to stop all these. I had to be more strict, and that's the intuition I've got with you watching this. All the guys that I coach on my 6 weeks program, all the guys I work from America, from Canada, from Italy, all parts of the world over Skype, have all got this similar pattern that I had before I overcome it, which is multiple personalities, which is pulling them out of alignment. So to pull yourself back into alignment, to actually find out and identify who you are, you have to stop your addictions. What happens when you stop your addictions initially? It's quite hard. There is a massive fight, because those personalities, those shadow selves, they retaliate. They've got so used to being fed. So if you're used to doing something all the time, then you stop it, of course your body's going to miss it. So you've got to get self-control, you've got to go through a suffering. I think this is why most people obviously struggle with addiction. It's not actually the addiction, it's actually, well, it is the addiction, it's the feeling they get, it's stopping the addiction, because it's what comes up when you stop an addiction. So I had to sit in pain for a long time, but the great thing that I learned was, I want to share with you, for every addiction I had, like alcohol and porn, I found a new outlet, I found a new hobby. This is one of my hobbies now that would have been so boring to me even 3 years ago. I love this. This is absolute joy for me. Sitting in a park and doing a YouTube video and talking to you guys and getting super present. And even when I shut the video off after, I go for a walk and I meditate, just walk around, collect my thoughts, just enjoy nature. I love that. I never knew that about myself years ago. Why didn't I know that? Because I didn't know who I was. I was involved in violence and negativity and fighting, prostitutes, going out, cheating on women, all these negative things, all the things that deep down that we don't want to do, that we're ashamed about. We just do it to impress other people, external validation, you know, and self-sabotaging. So it gave me so many more hobbies. Another thing that I really improved on was actually speaking and writing. Now, writing when I was a kid, I couldn't stand writing. I thought it was boring. I hated the whole aspect of making spelling mistakes, sitting down. I just thought it was so boring. I love writing. It is a form of meditation for me. It makes me feel good. It connects me. It basically stops me from getting depressed or any anxiety. It clears me out. these talents were born out of addictions, by stopping addictions. When I was addicted, why couldn't I write? It's obvious. It's too much anxiety. I couldn't sit down and write because I started getting a story from the past. Stop worrying about the future. Stop worrying about my bills. Stop worrying about who's going to love me, who's not going to love me. What if I get rejected? All these pointless, egoic, irrational fears. So stopping addictions literally makes you more present. Presence is self-love. How I am now, so peaceful, so relaxed. It's the highest level of human consciousness. That's the word. And most people are going after the addictions to get this state of consciousness. It's not in there. That's just an artificial version. You have an addiction, you feel good for a bit, you feel rubbish after. It just rapes you of all your goodness. So stopping the addictions, all those things, gets rid of social phobia, builds your confidence, makes you more attractive, gives you a more empowering presence that women find attractive, that people find very appealing. You feel good sitting by yourself. I work with a lot of men who say to me that they're frightened to be by themselves. I used to be the same, guys. Couldn't sit by myself. I got such bad depression. I couldn't stand it. I felt like I was possessed. These thoughts, couldn't sit still. So it's a contradiction. People go into their addictions because they can't stand being by themselves. And then they go and find what I call other people that are feeding on their shadow, that are in a lower state of consciousness, that are exactly the same frequency or same place, and you're both feeding off each other. And this is what I call dysfunctional relationships, which plays a massive part with people that have got social anxiety, that have got personality disorders, that come from traumatized backgrounds. Now, of course, you don't have to have trauma and social anxiety to be doing this. Most of our society is living like this because most people are spiritually asleep. They're completely conditioned by a narrative in society. It's got nothing to do with their true feelings and what they really want to do. So this is living free. This is living free at the cost of having massive self-control. So I'm getting a lot out of it. So I really believe in the NoFap and not watching porn. And then this spreads into all areas of your life. Once you can stop porn, guys or girls, you can literally... Once you stop porn, you're not insecure. Does that make sense? Because insecurity, bar none, is a lack of self-control. When we go to a nightclub and we get jealous or insecure because we see a guy getting a girl that we think we can't have, that is a lack of self-control. If you had self-control, you wouldn't buy into those thoughts. You wouldn't identify those thoughts, and you wouldn't take on that pain body. That's a pain body rising up because you've been jealous. Jealousy's come out. Jealousy, in my experience, is probably, it's the worst killer of relationships. So many men are jealous of one another. They say friendship, but they're not living friendship. They're in competition. They're so frightened that their friend's going to get a better looking girlfriend. That's no way to live. That's certainly not how I live. I opted out of that narrative a long time ago. So are you really being authentic? You'll find out if you stop your addictions. You'll find out how beautiful you are. You'll find out how confident you are. All your shame will go away. All your doubts, all your insecurity, all your low self-esteem, all the voices that you have that you worry about what people think about you, the jealous voices, the fearful voices, the insecure voices, the abandonment voices, worrying about what your family think. I've been through years of this. That's what brought me on to such an extreme way of living at a high level of consciousness. I love living like this. It's a blessing. So all of the negative aspects in myself taught me this, because I thought, well, I really don't want to keep living like this. I don't want to be a violent person. I don't enjoy being violent. I don't like people being violent to me. I don't like waking up every day scared, worrying about if something bad going to happen to me. I don't enjoy not being able to sit still, just relax. I don't enjoy having sleepless nights. I don't enjoy worrying about if everyone's going to cheat me at every chance they get. So I had to get all those elements out of myself. And I've said it before, very important to invest in a good mentor. So many men don't invest in a mentor. Two excuses. I don't have the money, which is a cop-out. They do have the money. And I don't have the time. Time is money. You do have the money. You've got the money to spend on KFC junk food, drugs, alcohol. You've got the money to spend on video games, but you don't have a few £100 or a couple of £1,000 to invest in a mentor and change your life. It's a complete load of bullshit. So it's a cop-out. I invested a lot of money and time in mentors, so got it all back. Best investment ever. So people invest in self-sabotaging. Time is money. What are you doing right now? I don't mean this arrogantly. I feel arrogant when I say this. I'm living my dream right now. My time is invested helping you. I love helping you. Whoever's watching this video, I love helping you because selfishly it helps me. And it makes you happy, it makes me happy. What are you doing right now? Right now when I watch this video, are you living your dreams? Why not? What's the excuse? Why aren't you living your dreams? When I used to hear this, I used to get a voice saying, that's pathetic. You've got no right to even live your dreams. You're from this background, you're from this school, you're this guy, this happened to you. You was the bullied guy. You was the guy at school that got laughed at. You're the guy that almost got the girls but never got the girls. I changed that story very fast. Well, 10 years, but it went quick. I changed that story. I wasn't having it. And I still refuse to buy into any story that is not about love, not about freedom, not about what I want to do in my life. I refuse. I'll face every fear. I'll face terror. I'll sit in the face of... I'll sit in the face of any fear, because I won't go back to that life. What are you willing to put in? Can you stop porn? Can you stop excessive, addictive personalities? This is what most men want. I'm going to speak for most men because I've taught so many. Men want a beautiful girlfriend that they're in love with and they trust, and they got a great relationship and they can talk to and have good sex with and love as a person. That's one of the things they want. They want to make money. They want to enjoy making money from an integral place. They want to do a job that they love. They want their friends to be proud of them and respect them. They want to have amazing friends. They want to live in an amazing place. They want to feel good. They want to feel loved. They want their family to be proud of them. They want to take away all the voices in the past and everyone who bullied them. They want to find forgiveness for themselves. They want to stop cheating themselves in all the areas that men do that they think they can get away with. They want to stop talking bad about their friends behind their back, because that is a lack of self-control and that's conditioned personality. It's not the true self. They want to stop being a people pleaser and saying yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full, and agreeing when you don't really agree, speaking your mind more. They want to be more kind. They want to be more vulnerable. They want to cry. Real men do cry. They want to show their emotional side. They want to stop being bullies. They want to stop going to nightclubs where it's competition and it's dishonest and it's a theatre. It's all a show. It's not real. They want truth in their life. They want raw, honest truth. They don't want bullshit. They want to be their own guru. They want to inspire themselves. That's what men want. Men want love. They want love in every area. Men want excitement. Men want to be able to look in the mirror and say, I really like this guy. That's what I say now, because I really feel, this is true for me. They want to go in, they want to be able to make eye contact and not be ashamed. They want to trust their friends. They want to know that when they leave their wife in the room with their friends and they go out to get some milk and sugar from Tesco's, they're not going to come back and one of their friends is shagging their wife. Because that's what happens when we're in dishonest relationships that we create because we're dishonest. They don't want that type of drama in their life. Men want to express. They want to show sides of their personality that they're terrified of showing, that they never even showed their self or their family or their friends. They want to show that side. They want to show their artistic side. They want people to say, I'd never seen this side of you. I didn't know you could do that. And they're going to say, yeah, I've been hiding this for years. Men want to dance. They want to dance in the mirror. They want to dance in the street. They want to write films. They want to sing on stage. They want to be public speakers. They want to be teachers. They want to be authors. They want to be writers. They want to be spiritual seekers. They want to be powerful in the world. They want to be entrepreneurs. What's wrong with this? There's nothing bad about this. They want to go around teaching people. This is all the things I wanted. I didn't get every single one, but I got the ones I wanted. And that's good enough for me. Men want to inspire. Men don't want to fight. Real men don't want to fight. Real men fight because they don't want to fight. Real men cry. Real men love. Real men are not people pleasers. Real men have got integrity. Real men are strong as they are weak. Real men want to be vulnerable. Men want to be all these things. Men want to get control of the ego. Men want to take off the social mask. They want to stop being one person in front of their family, and then when their family goes out the room and they go to work, they rip on another social mask and they act different in front of the boss. Men don't want to live like that. As a matter of fact, men don't even want to work for a boss. They want to work for themselves, which is what I do because I face my fears. Men want to make their family proud. Men want to love who they are. Men don't want to feel full of anxiety and full of terror when a beautiful woman comes in the room and they're shaking, spilling their coffee on the floor like out of a film, a cheesy American film. Men don't want that, and women don't want that from a man either. Men want to have present conversations. They want to be able to sit down with a friend and he's not thinking 50,000 things and he's not even paying attention. He's like how I am now, present with you, solid, in the moment. Not judging, not analysing, not trying to compete, just being present. Men want to be kind. Men don't want to be thieves, they don't want to steal. I know everything about men. I'm the story of mankind, because I am a man. I've been around hundreds of men. When I was younger, I used to have fights with men. I was bullied by men. I was a bully. I used to be, not no longer. I help men, I teach men, I love men. But I'm not gay, I love women. This is the truth. I know this for a fact. No doubt in my mind, this is absolute truth. And for men who don't want this, whatever. Men want to raise their state of consciousness. Men want to walk around feeling good with their head up held high and their chest out. Men want to love, men want to give. Men don't want to be greedy. We don't want to be tight and greedy where we're scared. We're scared that everyone's going to take things away from us. Men want abundance. Men don't want fakeness. I've heard this since I was a kid, men saying it, but not living it. You know what, I don't really like going to nightclubs because it feels a bit fake. When I drink, I don't feel myself, but they still do it. Men want to face their fears. That's why we love these films. We love Tony Montana. We're inspired by Tupac, Tyson, Les Brown, Muhammad Ali, the name Rocky Balboa, Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is who we are. James Bond, this is projection of us. These are the parts of our character. This is what we are capable of being. That's why we love Bruce Lee, we love these men, because we love in them what we hope to have in ourselves, what we have in ourselves. But most men don't practice it because they're scared. They're frightened they're going to be judged. You're frightened of this. This is judgment on the camera, out onto the world. Saying, look at me, I'm proud of who I am. I believe in what I'm saying. I stand by what I say. I live by what I say. I'm not afraid to get things wrong. I'm not afraid to be right. I'm not afraid to offend people. I'm not afraid to inspire. I'm not afraid to make people think, who's this guy? What's wrong with this guy? Or I like this guy. I'm not afraid to be loved. I'm not afraid to be hated. I love what I do. I love being me. Many years to get here. Men don't want to be frightened of people. They don't want to shake and stutter around people with social anxiety. Men want to be different. They want to stand out. They don't want to copy. To some extent, we want to fit in, but we don't want to fit in. There's always a part of us, isn't there, that says, I wish I was that guy. We have a secret voice and we say, what would it be like to be him and have his life? I wish I had his beautiful girlfriend, that model. I wish I had his house, his car. But we don't really want that on a deeper level. You want to be you. There's no one more than I want to be than myself. This is who God made me to be. But I didn't want to be the old guy, the people pleaser, the mummy's boy, the victim, the guy who moaned, the jealous guy, the angry guy. I couldn't stand that guy. That guy was a boring mother and so. I had to get that guy out of my life, that sub-personality. I like this guy talking to you. This is the guy I want to spend time with. You love who you are, you just haven't found it because of fear. Because you're bullshitting yourself. You believed what you were told at school. You believed a teacher, no disrespect, who didn't probably know who he was, God bless him, and projected his own fears onto you. And you bought that story. That story is bullshit. That story is put onto me. It's not for people like you. It's not right. Aye, they got lucky. That's fucking bullshit. Sorry my language. No one gets lucky. You make your own luck. They're not saying that now. When you make it, the same people that said you couldn't do it said, I knew you could do it. I always believed in you. You said, what? Are you kidding me or what? Are you insulting me or what? Do you think I'm stupid? Years ago, you told me I couldn't do it. You made a funny face. You showed it in your facial expressions. When I said I want to inspire the world, you said, but you can't even do this. You can't even get a 9-to-5 job. And I said, I'll show you. You'll find out. Now I don't need your approval. You don't want my approval. You don't want my approval. Part of you's watching my video. You want my approval. Part of you's going, I don't want his approval. And I'm glad you don't. That's what I'm inspiring you to do. I don't want your approval either, but part of me wants it a little bit. But I don't want it, but I want it, but I don't want it. This is what you want. I don't even know how I know this. Can you see how much I'm enjoying this? I guarantee you enjoy listening to me, or you either can't stand me. Come off the video. It's about love. This is about love. What are you willing to do to get love, the pursuit of love? Just saying love on a yoga mat. That's not love. But maybe that is love at a different level of consciousness. I feel good today, I feel present. That was worth it. All the criticism, all the panic attacks, all the lonely nights worrying about whether I'd be liked, all the social anxiety, all the embarrassment, all the shame, all the changing sub-personalities to suit the situations, all the people pleasing, all the life pleasing, all the trying to fit into society, every minute of it, all the pain and torture. I beg God to take the pain away from me. It was worth it. It got me here. Just have a moment of peace, just to love myself, just for one day. I'm crazy, I'm mad, I like being mad. I could just talk to myself all day. I know it's a bit narcissistic. Good, I deserve it. I put myself down for years. If I can't love me, how can I love you? That's it. Enjoy the process, like, subscribe. I hope you got something out of that. I felt good sharing that. And subscribe to my channel. And if you want to learn more about my coaching, about my teaching, my programs, you want to read my articles, help yourself to my website, www.johnnyberba.com. I love you guys. I appreciate the support. And I really mean this. I love the criticism. It helps me a lot. It just really helps me. Thank you. Bye.